If a man doesn't really respect you, a man will see your moments of weakness as a moment to exert their power. Plain and simple. When a man really loves you, he sees your moments of weakness to help you. He sees your moments of weakness to connect with you, not to play you, not to take advantage of you. And so
he likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. He knows yesterday.
The thing is that men who continually play you, continually hurting you, they see you as a play toy, an emotional play toy. Some people actually enjoy inflicting pain on you. And it's hard to see that reality because
like a boss.
The most annoying people in our lives are people who are in relationships that they know is toxic, and yet they're not willing to walk away. They ask advice about every single aspect of their toxic relationship, and yet the one thing that they don't ask is, how do I leave? So today we're going to be breaking down the epitome of toxicity, the cesspool of toxicity, the je ne sais quoi of toxicity, the zenith of toxicity. And that's Offset and Cardi B. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bronx personified. If I could literally create the Bronx into a person, this relationship would be them. Okay? So let's find out. And this is the thing, is that unfortunately with Cardi B, she can't walk away from the relationship. We're going to focus on Offset in another video, right? But in this video, it's more about Cardi B and her psychology. Why is it that she can't leave, and how does that change the way Offset sees her? Because there's been a pattern of behavior throughout their last 6 years of marriage, I believe. So we're gonna watch this video that exemplifies what I'm talking about, and this is her complaining about him cheating. And this is honestly, this should have been it. This should have been it. When a man watches a woman complain about him cheating and she doesn't leave, a man looks at her as though she's pitiful. I'm sorry. Men cannot respect a woman who can't walk away. And what happens is that when they do this to you and you still go back, you know what happens? You're reinforcing that behavior. Jesus Christ, I gotta get people to psycho eyes. And in that moment, because look, you'll watch clips of her where she's saying how it's over, how he's a bitch, how he's a that. And then you guys go back together. As a guy, I look at you and I just think of you as pathetic. Like, at least for me, even if you're back together, even if we're back, there's going to be another part of me that's looking down on you. And guys look down on women who tolerate their bullshit. And she tolerated a lot of stuff because she just wants love. She feels a lack of love. She's a very public person. And studies show that the more people post online, the more people do that kind of stuff, is lower self-esteem. And she was a stripper at one point. She loves attention. And a guy sees that as just weakness, man. It's one thing for us to see her in her suit, looking all, spazzed out. But it's another thing to actually see how Offset sees her in her normal daily life. And unfortunately, most likely, he just sees her as weak. And what happens is that when a man sees you as weak, which we're going to watch more of it, what that does is just reinforces the behavior that caused you to get weaker. Because you're reinforcing it. What she should have done when they broke up, and we're going to watch, she should have made him pay a price. You can't just take him back after he cheated. Make him pay a price. This is just sad.
You will fucking talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face, over and over and over and over and over again. And she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do. Watch what I'm about to say. And it's so fucking sad that a nigga like to, this motherfucker
She's gonna get me demonetized.
Games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident.
You see, so she's talking about Offset playing her, cheating on her when it was the most vulnerable time. Do you know something? People usually pick your most vulnerable period to play you. You wanna know why? Because humans have an instinct. It's literally an instinct that they cannot say no to an easy win. If a man doesn't love you, if a man doesn't really respect you, a man will see your moments of weakness as a moment to exert their power. Plain and simple. When a man really loves you, He sees your moments of weakness to help you. He sees your moments of weakness to connect with you, not to play you, not to take advantage of you. And so what you see here, she might think this is a display of her power because Cardi B, something about Cardi B is like Cardi B loves to brag about being independent. You see, thing about her is that she was raised in a very conservative family and she saw a lot of abuse, a lot of domestic violence amongst her mom and dad. And so she just felt trapped living with them. And her relationship with her father wasn't really good. And so she turned to stripping, right? She turned to stripping and to robbing men. And something about girls who strip is one, they have a bad relationship with their parents, and two, they feel the need for independence. A lot of the times these women get into it because they feel trapped. They feel like they have no control over their lives. And so because of that, they're willing to go the lengths to find freedom. Now, with this, what she is displaying here is what she believes is her sign of power. Her showing that she has power, that she's not going to take it. But unfortunately, what she's showing is that she's a prisoner of her own mind. She may have complete freedom in her life, but who she really is someone who's in prison because of her habits. She keeps going back to this man. She keeps getting played. She keeps repeating her cycles, and she's not choosing to break them. She rather complain about it on social media. And this is the thing about these types of relationships. Cardi B is the type of person to have a relationship in the public. And the reason why that is simply because of low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, or better yet, when a relationship has low self-esteem, in other words, when they can't solve their problems amongst themselves, when they need eyes on them, that's a sign of a relationship that has low self-esteem. Studies show that relationship that post about their relationship on social media more leads to higher divorce rates, and they've been shown that the partners who are in relationship that are very public have lower self-esteem and are less satisfied. The problem with these outbursts is that Offset sees this, and all he is doing is chilling back, picking his food, and seeing how much power he has over her, because he is causing her to react this way. And this is the thing, is that men who continually play you, continually hurting you, they see you as a play toy, an emotional play toy. Some people actually enjoy inflicting pain on you. And it's hard to see that reality because it just sounds too evil. It sounds too fucked up. There's no way that this person would do something like that. Forget who they are. Forget your history and just look at their behavior. If you had to write down the things that they did, and then without knowing who they are, write down, okay, look at the behavior written down without knowing who they are, without any emotional attachment, and then write down, okay, look at the behavior. What do you think the intention is? What do you think the psychology is of this person? Just looking at their behavior. You'll see a sadistic person, somebody who is reveling in seeing you in pain, somebody who secretly laughs when you turn around and chuckles to himself, like he's telling himself a funny joke. And you're taking this seriously. And what the guy is doing is just laughing at you, laughing about it with his friends. People do that type of stuff. And you're pouring out your soul, and he just doesn't take you seriously because you can't walk away.
He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. He knows yesterday I could have been out, I could have been chilling, I could have been this and that. He knows I'm in my house. He knows that I'm chilling. He knows I'm not doing the most. And I've really been sparing you. I've really been sparing you. You've been fucking feeling
Sparing you? What? You could have stabbed him? Like, this bitch is crazy.
yourself, you bitch ass nigga, because of your bitch ass album and shit. And you really been fucking doing.
You see, she thinks this is strong. She thinks this is showing her power. What this is showing is her pain, because you can hear the pain in her voice. I don't know the type of relationship she had with her dad, but the only way that this is happening is because she's used to this. You know, this is the thing about people. What matters more with people is not the content, it's the frame. In other words, you could present to me a painting, and it's like in a dark, and it's dark and shadowy, right? And it's like in the basement. But put that same painting, put it next to a Leonardo da Vinci painting, put a nice frame, and all of a sudden that painting looks like it's more valuable. There is something called frame of mind, how you see things, right? And some people might see a toxic relationship, and the frame they see the toxic relationship is negative, is dark, is evil, and they want to stay away from it. Cardi B sees these types of on and off relationship as normal. Her frame of toxic relationship is normal. Her frame of what it is to have power is actually weakness. Because unfortunately, the way other people see her isn't with the same frame that she sees herself. Offset sees this and says, I have control over her. Because I could get her angry. I could get her to react this way. I could do whatever I want. And she's still going to be there. All I got to do is tell her what she wants to hear. All I got to do is apologize the right way. Put the right social media post. And then we're back to square one. But what you're doing is reinforcing this habit. This is toxic, people.
Me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your bitch ass. And it's so crazy that I gotta go to the fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take shit serious.
Well, you know, it's funny. It's funny she said that because there's been studies that shown that the one thing that predicts a marriage, Jesus Christ, the one thing that predicts a marriage lasting longer is emotional empathy. In other words, I come home, I tell you I had a bad day, and you say, what happened, Father Alex? Tell me what's going on, right? As opposed to, I come home, I had a bad day, and you say, well, you're the one, well, you don't know what I had to do at home. I had to fix this, I had to fix that. I'm like, I'm just trying to tell you what happened, man. Why you gotta fight? Studies have shown that one thing predicts whether or not a relationship is going to last is empathy towards each other. Unfortunately, if you're a narcissist, you're not going to have this, right? And unfortunately, a lot of celebrities are narcissists. And what she might be feeling is that she might not feel understood. She might not feel loved. And unfortunately, what she's up against is her own ego. She appears to want to win him over. Like, she appears to see this as an insult, that you're willing to cheat on me with another woman and I'm not good enough for you. Unfortunately, people should not be seeing these types of unfaithfulness as a challenge. Remember what I talked about, frame. She's framing this as a challenge. A lot of people do wonder why. Because if they don't see it as a challenge, unfortunately, they may have to look at reality eyeball to eyeball and see this as the end of the relationship. And it doesn't seem like she's able to control her emotions very well. Right? It seems like she has a lot of emotional outbursts, a lot of anger. I'm not going to diagnose her. But because of that, she leans in on this relationship. She leans in on getting his validation as a way to cope. And what that does is that over time, it erodes your self-esteem. It destroys you from within.
Offset on Live, saying he is spiraling after he ruthlessly exposed her by accusing her of cheating on him with another man. Offset shocked the couple's fans by posting a now deleted Instagram story claiming his wife had slept with another man. Hours later, Cardi went live on Twitter Spaces, calling her husband stupid and saying she would have broke a bottle on his head if they were together.
Don't pay attention to that country man, y'all.
This broke a bottle in his head. This woman is out of control. This woman is out of control, man.
Y'all motherfuckers spiraling and stinking.
Are Rap's power couple about to split up again? Cardi filed for divorce in September 2020, but the couple reunited in June 2021.
That was cheating on me. That same hoe.
Cardi B has confirmed her breakup from Offset. This came after Blueface alleged Krishan slept with Offset back in November. Blueface made this wild allegation on X after Krishan had her neck tattoo of his face covered up. He tweeted, "Being tatted on a hoe is not a flex. You literally F Cardi B husband couple weeks ago. I'm tired of bros looking at me while they effing you. Get the rest of them gone ASAP, please." To which Krishan responded, "You just crashing out."
That's another toxic relationship right there.
Making up shit. So you ain't F Cardi husband November 10th at 4 a.m. at their house in LA? I'm making this up. Offset tweeted, "I ain't never talk or touch that lady. Real talk, man, you need some help."
I've been single for a minute now. I just don't know how, to tell the world. But I feel like today has been
People, we're very, very, different from each other.
Do you feel like that's part of the success of your relationship? That you need that, that fire?
Oh, we do.
You see,
fire. I mean, like,
fire. You see what I'm saying? She's addicted to this. For me, this woman is Satan, right? Unfortunately, temporarily, right? And the reason why I say this is because my frame of mind is that I see this and this is too toxic. Offset sees this and finds this attractive. There's something about this that he gets turned on by this.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we do be needing that fire. I mean, we're two different people. Like, we're very, very, like, different from each other. But I think that's what make us, like,
Work.
that's what make us work. Like,
You see what I'm saying? Like she thinks that this is working. This is her frame. Despite this being toxic, she's happy with it. Poor people don't know they're poor, right? Right? At least when you're a kid. And unfortunately for her, this is normal. And if cheating and on and off relationship is a normal thing that you don't leave, it just means she was raised with that kind of stuff. It's just that simple, man. She was raised in that type of environment where the dad most likely cheated, where she saw a lot of violence, where she saw love as a toxic on and off type of situation, and she finds this romantic, like and that's a problem with toxic people. Is that toxic people, unfortunately, they don't know they live in filth. They just don't. They stay there, and I'm a guy she definitely judges Offset, right? But the way that Offset and most guys see this is that she's crazy. That's how a guy sees a woman who's now also willing to walk away. We question your sanity. Like, and unfortunately, when we think you're crazy,
we're very different. Like
yin and yang.
Yin and yang for real.
Absolutely.
But we both, one thing that we like both love, like we both love family. That's one thing, and we both love like
peace
what
of
we
mind.
do. Like, we both.
That's not enough compatibility. Notice how she's focusing on the few things that work. This is just a little girl. If you really look at it, don't imagine you're not seeing a woman. This is just a little girl who wants to win her dad over. I don't know about the relationship with her father, but there's no other explanation other than that. He's not consistent in his life. And she tolerates it. She might get mad, but she tolerates it. And guys love it when a woman gets mad at them, but she's not willing to walk away. They love that. They power trip off of that. They love seeing you mad. They love seeing you cry. They love seeing you suffer on their behalf. Because to a lot of these guys, it boosts their ego at your cost. And you think you're getting to him when in reality he is just chuckling on the inside while he's banging the other girl on the side. You're giving them too much energy. Unfortunately for her, what she has to understand is that if this is going to work out, this has to finish in general, like forever. This is never going to work out. Offset knows this, and it just feels like she's in love with him more than he's in love with her. It feels like she fights for him more than he fights for her. And maybe her cheating is a retaliation to him, but it doesn't deny the fact that she is still cheating. When you're not willing to walk away, at me as a guy, at least for me, I look at you as a little pathetic. Especially if I'm being abusive, which I'm not. I've never done that. But especially if you're not gaining anything out of it and you're just giving, there's a part of me that questions your sanity. And you leaving me isn't going to make me suffer. I'm just going to say, well, I got what I wanted out of her because she's fucking crazy. Like, and then I'll watch, and if it's Cardi B, I'll be watching my back for the rest of my life because she might drug me and rob me. Like, this woman's crazy, people. Like, this woman's crazy. And I bet Offset knows that. Look, ladies, let me tell you something, man. Crazy women might be damn it. Sorry, people. I was drawing with chalk, black chalk, and I forgot to clean my hands, goddammit. Something about drawing is that your hands get really messy. Like, guys just can never guys don't respect women who we think they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, psycho is the equivalent of a creepy guy to a woman. And one of the things about her is she just cannot control her emotions, man. And I bet Offset sees it. I don't know why he stays with her, but I don't think he really respects her. No man can respect you when you keep saying I'm gonna leave and not leave. No man can respect you when you keep saying you're unhappy and yet you don't leave. What that garners is more disrespect because he sees you as a beggar. He sees you as somebody who just doesn't value themselves. And unfortunately, if you don't value yourself, I'm not going to value you because this guy doesn't have love for you. Men treat you how you tell them to treat you. Plain and simple. And she could cry all she wants, but she keeps going back to this. She likes this. And he's going to keep giving more of that. Unfortunately, her solution is that she has to get the hell out. Or better yet, Offset. Get the hell out of that relationship. Jesus Christ. Both of you guys are toxic. Both of you guys need help. And I don't mean a relationship help. I mean, maybe you guys need to go to a 10-day meditation retreat. Something like that. Because this, at the end of the day, this is just controlling your emotions, people, man. Like, let's just keep listening to this.
Are each other's like support system. Like, I know that he backs me up 100% and I back him up 100%. Like, I don't care. Like,
Did you just call him a bitch?
Yeah. Do you feel like that's
The selective memory with these people is kind of insane.
Cardi B has slammed her husband Offset on live, saying he is spiraling after he ruthlessly exposed.
And look, and I bet when she thinks of him, this is what she thinks of. This little moment. Which is nice, but this is what gets people back. Those little moments of like the good moments, the good times, and that tricks you back in, you know. Unfortunately, this is just your brain trying to trick you, man. Your brain is just playing tricks on you. Your brain is just trying to get them to chase, and anytime you see that, you should just walk away. And a lot of times, just developing a meditation practice, consistent meditation practice, will reduce those mental images of not reality, pretty much. Right, and that's my take on her, man. And you know what's funny is that I may say this, I may sound judgmental, but I'm not, man. A lot of people are in this type of relationship. Unfortunately, if you're a celebrity, you have twice as likely to get divorced. If you're a celebrity, relationships get really hard. And a lot of you guys are not celebrities, but a lot of you guys are in these types of relationships, toxic on and off relationship. And unfortunately, when a man sees you, even though he's part of it, a man will just judge you harder. You might see this as romantically, but the man might see this as just, this woman's crazy. You know, like it's really sad. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys ever want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and I'll see you guys later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't purchased any of my courses, we have a special bundle deal for everyone. So that you could purchase all of my courses, meaning you could purchase the Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and Nice Girl, along with all of the bonuses. Originally, if you purchase everything without the bundle, it'll be around $500, to be honest with you. But right now, if you guys purchase it with the bundle, you guys will be able to get all of these courses: Psychological Game of Attraction, which is for women who are single; Natural Chemistry, which is for women who are in a relationship; Nice Girl, which is a course on assertiveness, along with all of the bonuses: social mastery, practical mastery in terms of how to master anything, social mastery in terms of how to master your social skills, and the laws of human nature, wherein it's part of the Robert Greene book club I used to have. All of these, naturally, like I said, it's $500. Now you can get it at $394, which is essentially 20% off everything. But if you guys want to purchase a more affordable bundle, you guys can purchase the bundle without the bonuses, and that will be at $224 rather than the $300. Well, rather than the $293 that you guys would naturally purchase it. So you could purchase it with the bundle or without the bundle. You could purchase it with the bonuses or without the bonuses. It's all of the work that I put in the last 4 years, in the last 5 years actually, all of the research that I've done. And this course, rather than watching all of my videos, and because they could be random and you could sort of like lose the big picture, because there's just so many videos. You guys get all of the content condensed in a course. Trust me, people, if you guys purchase this, you won't regret it. If you haven't purchased it, hopefully this will push you towards it, because it's something that I believe in, and everyone who's purchased my course have been satisfied with it. And if they didn't like it, I always give their money back. I have never rejected a refund. All right. So purchase it right now. Click on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle, and I'll see you guys inside.